that we're against the drill from being bought, but the price tag that is attached to the drill. And I personally Googled it
Yeah.
when I seen Dr. Alfred Dawes came out back with a response video to MedTech.
Yeah.
And one of the highest cost that I seen it for was 32,000 US dollars. So even
32,000.
if we're going at the highest cost, that would be approximately about 6-7 million Jamaican
Still not reach
dollars.
10 million yet?
31, say again?
It's still not reach 10 million yet?
Still not exactly. And the point I'm trying to get at is they keep saying that money is not the issue, but then again, we have other facilities. We needed more equipment in other facilities, right? And if they were gonna buy, if at least 3 or 4 of those equipment to put in other hospital, then so be it. But to spend 30 odd $1 million for one equipment, and then you're telling us not to focus on the cost now. We should just be glad that the equipment is there and the children will be getting their surgeries. We are happy that the equipment is there, but the money that is affixed, the price that is affixed to this equipment, we could have gotten 3 equipment with that price tag. So they're just taking our taxpaying dollars and pretending as if it's the JLP's money alone and a JLP alone in the country I pay tax. And we must not have an issue with mismanagement, not even mismanagement, gross mismanagement of our taxpaying dollars. Make that make sense.
And the equipment that we
And
need.
I stand with Dr. Alfred Dawes until they can show us the proof.
Right.
Because why then invite him to a meeting if you're not gonna disclose the serial number and if you weren't readily wanting to disclose the model number until him come out public again?
Right.
Why couldn't the model number be privy to him when you invite him to the meeting? So a whole heap of cover up a go on right here, so
Yeah.
I believe, based on what I'm seeing. And we need answers. We the well thinking Jamaicans, we need answers. I'm gonna see if the people am gonna sit down and make
Yes.
this government buy them out and them give them a third term with all that is going on. The high levels of corruption that is rife under this Jamaica
Mighty
Labour Party
God.
government. Me want to see if the people really I go just make everything slide. No accountability, no farmer integrity. Our taxpaying dollars being spent. And we must just allow them to do whatever pleases them and we must not question anything. That's just my 2 cents, my brother. Big up yourself.
All
And
right.
thanks for hearing this out. Big up yourself.
Much
And big up to the
appreciated.
viewers.
Much
All right,
appreciated,
blessings.
sis. Oh, wow. I agree with my sis 100%. It's gross mismanagement, and the utterances of Christopher Tufton is certainly a spit in the face of the Jamaican people. We have another sister just called me a while ago. Lauren, how you doing? Carlene Jones, second and at that for such a high price. Mighty God. Mm-mm.
Hi, Bolo, how you doing?
Hi, how you doing, Velma?
Hey, man, I've been following this drill story, and I knew that I knew all along. I know all along that Dr. Dawes is telling the truth. But to given the benefit of the doubt, I went and did my own research, and there's nowhere I can find such a drill that cost 31 million. The most that the
Mm-mm.
drill costs is the highest is 10 million, not
Ooh.
31.
Oh, so I was
And
correct
that,
in my thinking. Cause I was thinking
say that again.
I was correct in my thinking. I was thinking it probably the highest you probably can get it for is like 10 million.
Exactly.
Mm.
10 million. That's the highest.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, the truth is, it is misappropriation of funds.
Mm-hmm.
So when Dr. Tufton comes out and said we are not to bother to think about the cost, that is nonsense he's saying. It's the same way they go around paying for buildings that are empty. They're not using the buildings, but they're paying as much as 400 million per year
Right.
to an MP. a sitting member of parliament. And these things have to stop. We
Definitely.
must ensure that these things stop. It is intolerable.
Facts.
Misappropriation of funds is embezzlement.
Mm-hmm.
It is not their money, and it's time they understand that the people's taxes is not their money and it is to be spent. They are to be accountable and transparent in how they do their expenditures.
Mm-hmm.
It is so shameful.
True.
And it is so very shameful. Next thing I want to say to you,
Mm-hmm.
we don't need such a drill at this time because guess what? Dr. Tufton's theaters in the hospitals, they are not functional. They're all closed. So
Mm.
there is no operation, surgical operation that's going to take place. So why does he need a drill when babies are sleeping on chairs and patients,
My
adults and
God.
elderly people sleeping on the floor?
What a point.
My brother went to the Kingston Public Hospital. He was diagnosed with diabetes and he had a cut uh, on his foot. It deteriorated and so they decided to amputate.
Right.
They cut it once, they amputate first. Then they sent him home to his son, who is a mason. They
Mm.
gave him no dressing, only what he had on it, no dressing, no referral. So the
Mm.
foot got worse because there's no way a mason can take care of a leg that is amputated.
Mm-hmm.
He deals with concrete, not dealing with dressing of sores.
Right.
Moreover, they did not give him any dressing. So he went to the clinic to see if he could get some assistance because they gave him like 3 or 4 months to return.
Mm.
He went to the clinic. The clinic said they don't deal with sores. They don't deal with those
What?
matters in the clinic. Can you imagine that?
What?
So he had to wait until the 4 months is up, and then when he went back, they decided to cut it again, and they amputated his leg 3 times, and I had to stay over here and demand that his son go to the hospital and have a meeting with the doctor, and I had to stay on the phone because I was going to get so crazy and put it on TVJ.
Mm.
Although they don't really, they're not working for the people. They're
Mm.
really working for the government. So it wouldn't have made sense. And the doctor was a bit standoffish at first,
Wow.
but I'm trying to blame the son. So I had to be on the phone speaking to my nephew, and intervene in the conversation for him to back down and apologize. But he said he does not deal with dressing of legs. His only duty is to amputate. So
Wow.
why did you not put him in the ward where he would be taken care of? He said the ward is there. It makes no sense going there because that means the ward is not functional. They don't have any dressing.
Wow.
The poor doctors are suffering. They don't have anything to work with.
Jesus.
We don't need that drill because all he's gonna do is put the drill down, put it in a case or somewhere as a souvenir because you don't have any theater.
Isn't that what it's doing right now?
I'm not hearing you. You're breaking up.
Yeah, I said, isn't that what's happening right now?
Exactly. That is exactly what's happening right now. They're
My
not using
God.
it.
No, sir.
Anyway, you have a great day.
Yes, I will try to, Madam Velma.
Thank you. Bye
Yes,
bye.
ma'am. Have a good evening. Thank you for your contribution. Some people only hearing these stories, man. These horror stories in the healthcare facilities in Jamaica, man. Carl Stewart says CT scan 23,000. It better them need fix the AC in the child unit, so the children them could get some surgeries done for free when the gentleman from overseas came down. Better them need fix the AC, brother, than spend the 31 million pound this drill. Better than you buy one CT scan, right? Because a lack of CT scan has cost a couple lives already. This is really degenerate. This is truly degenerate behavior from the these government officials. I don't know why the lady so well, you know, it look like I have to turn up my microphone a little bit more. Yeah, I look like I have to turn up my microphone a little bit more because both ladies wasn't hearing me so sharply a while ago when I was saying something. But thank you to Anissa Belrose and Velma Hall, both of them for calling in. If there isn't anybody else, you know, I'm gonna wrap it up there. All right, let me know what you guys think in the comment section.